Boom.
We live?
Yeah, we're live. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties. I'm still kind of new to this, so welcome to
Yeah,
570. No, I'm just playing.
it seems a
570
lot better
live. I
right now.
actually messed that up. Actually, 570 live. Episode 3. Um, sorry, the other one. I'll just keep the other one up, or maybe I'll delete it later. But yeah, it's my friend Joe. If you guys heard us before, you know.
Yep. What's up,
So
guys?
where were we
Not
at before?
570 though
Where were we
anymore.
talking about? Like Northeast and stuff, right?
Yeah, just like school upbringing and shit. I could
Yeah.
uh I could touch on like the difference between here and
Oh
Scranton.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, Joe
That would
lives in
be like
Cali now.
probably yeah, I moved to LA in 2018, so it's like 4 years ago now.
Yeah,
And it's definitely a lot different.
I believe it,
Um
man. I believe
So
it.
just imagine living in Scranton your whole life, and then just moving out to Hollywood
Yeah, like
by
where do you live?
yourself.
You live like really close to like downtown LA?
No, right now I live in Van Nuys. It's in the
Oh yeah,
valley.
that's right. You told me about that. Yeah, it's like a little
So
place close to like what's it called? Calabasas kinda, right?
Calabasas is more, yeah, it's Calabasas is in the valley, but
Mhm.
it's like the West Valley. This is more towards like, this is just north of Hollywood, so it's not too far from like Hollywood
So dang, you
and
can
all that.
probably it take you what 20 minutes. Well, the traffic's really bad there, so it probably take you what a half hour to drive to Hollywood, or even.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty close, but with traffic, 20 minutes to a half hour is
Word.
pretty doable.
Yeah, that's not bad at
But
all.
yeah, I mean, shit, it was quite a culture shock. Like number one, traffic is really bad here. There's just a ton of people. So, um, Scranton, like people there complain about the traffic, but you'll see like how bad traffic really is if you
Yeah,
come
I
somewhere
know.
like here,
I mean, it's
or it's
like it's
it's
like New
bad.
York compared to, but I heard like it's even worse than New York because the road system's not like as good as New York's is.
Yeah, it's different. Like out here, they have 5-lane highways, so the problem is like people will just speed like they'll go so fast,
Hmm.
and then if they need to stop, like a lot of times they can't react in time because they're going so fast. And the cops out here don't really like they don't sit on the highways like in Pennsylvania
Yeah,
to catch speeders.
what do they
Like
do?
they do it once in a while, but not to the point where like in Pennsylvania, you'll know that there's a cop there. Like it's harder to catch. Like a lot of people get away with a lot of stuff here. Like they get away
Yeah,
with like DUIs or whatever.
I'd
Like
imagine
you
because
know,
it's a lot more people. It's like
yeah, there's too many people, so they can only focus on the stuff that's like really
bad, like
like
murders or something.
pressing.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so they pick and choose. Like you know,
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. But yeah, we could talk about. I've been doing good, Mara. Thank you. I'm doing all right. Just trying to be productive. But yeah, I wanted to talk about like you becoming a teacher and whatnot. Like you were saying that you like were a sub in like Compton at a time, right?
yeah. So actually, I got my bachelor's at Marywood. And then when I moved out here, I was working with kids with autism and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
um,
That's what's up.
I got into the schools. Then I met some people that were like, "Hey, we need a teacher. You should do what you got to do to become a teacher."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, hell yeah!" Because number one, the schedule's pretty awesome. It's a rewarding job, The pay
Yeah.
is decent,
You're working with the youth. I
and
mean,
yeah,
ain't more
so
important than that job if you ask me.
yeah, I'm especially right now, right?
Hell yeah.
But but yeah, so my first teaching job was at a behavior school, and I think I probably told you about this, but um, I knew like I was good friends with one of the teachers out
Yeah.
here, and he switched jobs, and he put a word in for me at this new school. So I was a teacher there for a little bit, and that was quite an experience. Um, I was working with kids that pretty much like, uh, you know, I guess you could say they were like gang members or something like that, or at
Damn.
least one.
In Compton
At least
too.
it wasn't in Compton.
Oh, that
Not
one
this
wasn't in
school
Compton.
wasn't. This school wasn't. I did sub in Compton after that, but this school was in Upland, California. It's like actually pretty far from LA, but
Yeah.
we get a lot of kids from like Pomona and places like that, which are kind of bad areas. But yeah, that just taught me a lot. It would, I mean, they said if you could teach there, you could teach anywhere. And
Damn.
man,
It's
like
really that
any,
bad there?
well, yeah, you got to think like these are the kids that kind of like they get kicked out of
Oh, out of the other ones, yeah, and
the public
it's like our
schools.
Lord's Mott in a way.
Yeah, exactly,
That
exactly.
makes sense.
So yeah, that's pretty much their last stop. So like I mean, it was just rewarding though, like just being there to try to help kids, and because a lot of kids they don't have like positive
Yeah,
role
role
models
models in
in
their
life,
life.
and
Yeah.
so you have the opportunity to do that, and like and for me, like just leaving, like I would have really stressful days, but on my way home, I always felt good
Yeah, you felt like
because
you're
I
making a change. I hear
right,
that. But yeah, we could talk. Let's talk about a little bit about sports, man. We'll talk
yeah,
about
man.
the Pacers and Lakers. How bad the freaking Lakers and Pacers
Yeah,
have been. Oh
damn.
my
Now
god.
you're killing my mood now with the Pacers, but yeah, I mean I haven't looked at the standings, but to be honest, basketball this year for me has just been it's been tough to watch because the Pacers have been so bad.
Yeah, the
And
Lakers have been not the greatest either, bro. I mean, come on. We're supposed to have three big stars, Melo, Monk, and like we can't even scratch the playoffs. The Spurs beat us for the freaking playing spot, bro. The Spurs.
yeah, I know, and they like who do they even have, right?
I mean,
Um,
Pop knows how to freaking draft pretty well, so he'll have them built up good he retires.
it's crazy, man. I think I feel like LeBron was just like I don't know, like he
Bro,
just thought he
I
could
was just
win
talking
with
about
Westbrook.
my cousin. Like, I want LeBron to retire a Laker. Like, any Lakers fan is crazy if they really want LeBron James to leave, bro. Like, he still is a top 3 player in the league.
Yeah, I mean, who could guard him, right? He's one of those guys that's like unguardable. He's so big. He's not that fast anymore.
Yeah, he's not as fast
Uh,
as he used to be, but he's still pretty quick and he still gets up there.
I think what I was seeing was like there's some Laker fans out here that were saying that he's starting to give up on defense because he's older now.
Yeah, he don't
And
want to hurt himself.
he's too tight. Like you figure if you play like 82 games or however many games he plays,
Bro, he played, I
and
think LeBron played like 8 straight seasons, all 82 games. Like, every single game.
yeah, I mean he's as durable as they come. Like he never really gets injured. He's had some like minor injuries like later in his career, but for the most
Yeah,
part, he's always healthy. But
yeah. I mean,
I'm just
I,
surprised that like
I
he
don't think he's
chose
going to
left for
leave.
left.
I don't think he's going to leave. I know
I
people think
mean,
that he's going to go to Golden State. That would probably be the most realistic. I don't think he's going to leave California. If he does
uh,
leave, he's going to go to like the Warriors or the Kings or something like that. A team that he can just go right in and insert himself and automatically be the best player on the floor, or add somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't. I wouldn't be surprised if like it's like a small team like the Kings, but I don't think he's gonna leave the Lakers. I think he'll re-sign this 1 year, and then he'll re-sign another 1 year, and then he'll think about when Bronny's gonna come, and then try to build it off from there. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, I don't see him going to the Kings. That's me because I think wherever he goes, he's gonna want a legit because he wants another title, man. Like to be honest,
He needs another
I,
title because right now, what is he at? 4?
Yeah,
No,
he wants to be
yeah,
like
4.
unanimously considered the GOAT. But I will say that he probably knows, like honestly, like is he gonna win another title with the Lakers at this point? I mean, he probably has 1, 2 more years, and like,
I don't know the
what
way
are the
he's
Lakers
playing. I
gonna
think
do?
he has like 5 more years, but like 2 of those years are going to be like 17 points per game, 10 assists. You know what I mean?
Yeah, eventually his role is gonna like diminish, as he gets older.
Yeah.
And I think, I honestly think that, yeah, I could see him going to the Mavericks
You
with
think?
Luka, but I don't see him going to the Warriors because Steph already said that basically he doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Because
make sense. I mean, who would they have to give up to? What is LeBron just going to sign there for the league minimum? That's not going to work. You know what I mean?
I think it's mostly like he looks at it like when KD went there, like because they're already good, right?
Yeah.
What did they have, like 70, 72 wins?
Yeah.
But then KD went there, and then everyone was like, "Oh, they're just a super team now." So I
Yeah,
think
but when
like
KD
he
left,
doesn't
it was
want to.
noticeable. It was more noticeable than people thought it was going to be. You know what I mean? Because was
If
the
they had
best player.
injuries too, and
I don't know. It's hard to say. Do you think KD's better than Steph? Everyone said he was.
no, I don't. I actually
You
don't. I
don't?
mean, KD's a beast, but Steph was someone who changed the game completely.
Yeah,
Like,
he really did. He got kids taking shots from half court and thinking that that's normal now, but it's like it's not. Like
yeah,
taking
he's,
horrible
he's
shot selections. Like if the shots they take, like if they were playing 2K, my team or my player, it would be like bad selection, bad selection every time.
oh yeah, yeah, and nobody who's gonna guard that too, right?
Can't
And he
guard.
makes it enough times where like it's actually not a bad shot for him because he can actually
Yeah,
make
well,
enough
as
times.
long as he has a space, even sometimes he don't have space and he gets the shot off and still makes it, bro. Like Steph is so crazy, like it's ridiculous that what that guy could do. Like, but then you got
I
Anthony
was
Davis
first,
staying injured. Now we got to worry about Anthony Davis.
yeah, that's a big concern because he's always hurt. The
I think they're gonna
last
give him one more year, and
even
if
in the finals, remember
he
when you
what?
guys made the finals, like he powered through, but he was hurt.
Yeah,
He
with
was
his
playing
leg.
hurt.
Yeah, he hurt his leg, his ankle bad in that Nuggets series. I think it was Game 7 too. The game before he hit the game winner, or maybe it was the game winning day. Our game. I just remember that he hurt his ankle bad, and like you could tell in the finals that he wasn't 100%. And then they had like a 2 week off season. The off season was so short, bro. Like,
Yeah,
how could anyone heal with such a short off season? Then they did the
yeah.
82 games. He got hurt again in the Suns series at the end of the year, which is horrible. But now he's actually going to be healthy going into this season coming up. So they're better off just sitting him, bro. Let him sit. Let him just be healthy. Let LeBron sit. THT just scored 40 last night. Yeah, we lost. Like, I don't care. Like, these games don't matter. Just build the young guys up. Get Monk back. THT's under contract. They just signed Wayne Gabriel to a multi-year contract. I think that Dwight and Melo should come back in, similar roles and go out there and find, I don't know, some second round picks that could just be like young guys on the out. None will return. Brown will be back. AD will be back. I guess keep Russ and then hopefully try to get Kevin Love. That's who I think they need to get is Kevin Love. I think he makes the team so much better at the 4 or 5.
I mean, the way I look at it is, I think you guys need a good, young, athletic player at this
What,
point.
trade
Because you guys,
Russ and try to get a young athletic point guard?
I mean, I don't know how you're going to do it, but
Someone will probably trade him for picks and then buy him out. Like the Rockets would probably trade him
you
because
might as well go rebuild. Like, if LeBron leaves, you're going to rebuild. Period.
yeah, straight up.
You know what I mean?
I
So
mean,
like,
yeah, no matter what.
and honestly, like, I could see LeBron leaving because if he looks at the Lakers right now,
Yeah, but the
I
thing is,
mean,
he could still build the roster next season because all these players are only on 1-year deals, with exceptions to THT, Nunn, and I think and now Wayne Gabriel, and probably like Austin Reeves, who's on a rookie contract. So, an AD. That's it. So everything else is like buildable. But
Yeah, if you get like a good young like guard somehow, or
Nunn is good, bro. If Nunn plays, he's good.
he's pretty good.
He
But I
averaged
don't know
like
what's
15 for
happening
the
though.
for
Like
the he.
they didn't play him, so I don't
No, he
know
was
what.
injured.
Uh,
He hurt.
oh,
He bruised his bone, something like that.
mm,
Yeah, and he missed the whole season. And he was our mid-level exception. He was like supposed to be the guy that came in. Him and Monk were gonna be the guys that come in and like were the firepower off the bench, like in Melo. But None being hurt, that like that was like the first part of like the season being bad. And then Russ came in, missed everything. He could not make anything. He was wearing dresses and crip walking. So I didn't get it. Like how could you how does that make sense? You're wearing dresses but you're a crip? I don't I'm sorry. I don't get it. But anyways,
crazy.
yeah.
It's money, you know. People do strange things for money,
Bro.
and
It's evil.
it's no
Well,
exception there.
LJ, you remember LJ, right? You knew LJ. LJ? Do you remember? I think you
But
met LJ before. You came to Corey's house a couple times, and LJ was there. The
oh yeah, yeah.
big
I
dude.
think
His
so. Yeah,
name's
it's been a
the
while.
way I could call him is LJ. He just said what up.
Yeah. So what's up, man?
Word.
I hope everyone's well in Scranton.
I know, right? It's probably mad weird for you to.
How is the weather there now? Right here, it's
Oh,
like
today is
100
good.
degrees, bro.
Today was good, but I mean, it's so bipolar, bro. It's snowing one day, like not even snowing, like hailing, and then it's like raining and cold, and then it's hot or not hot, but like warmer and like it's so bipolar, bro. I can't even take it half the time. Like, oh my god, my bones ache because I'm damn weather. But yeah, let me look at
Yeah.
some of my topics, man. Before hopefully your camera don't die, because then it'll be like what happened to me last time. My camera dying halfway. I wanted to talk
Yeah.
about we already kind of did that. Oh, let's talk about football. Who do you think the Eagles are going to draft?
I don't know, bro. You know, I think they're gonna draft a receiver.
Well,
There's
they have
a lot of
two
good
first round
receivers.
picks, right?
They just made a trade.
Oh
Like
yeah,
they,
that's
they
right. They traded back and they got a second round pick. They traded
I
back
think they
one
still have
pick.
one first round.
What'd you say?
I think they still have one first round. They'll probably take a receiver, but we have a lot of needs. We have a
Is
lot of
that what
needs.
they
Like,
did? They trade back and got a first round for next year. I think that's when it would have been what they did. They traded the one pick they had this year and turned it into a second round, I think, this year and a first round next year.
I think they moved back. Like, I think they had the 16th pick, or they did something weird.
Yeah.
It was pretty much like they had 3 picks, and they're like, oh, we'll wait till next year, pretty much, or something like that.
I don't
But
know, that's stupid. This draft is loaded. Like, it really
it
is.
is stupid, man. I think Roseman is really like, ever since he
He's
won the
scared.
Super Bowl,
He's
ever
scared.
since he won the Super Bowl, like he's gone in over his head. Like
I've
he got
seen a mock draft saying you guys are going to take a quarterback.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like who are we gonna take?
Yeah,
I don't know.
think anybody here is better than Hurts yet. Right
No.
now, I would wait till next year if anything.
Yeah, you might as well. Like pretty much
Get
just
C.J. Stroud, beast.
you know, it's too much of a gamble. Like, and we have other needs other than quarterback. Like we
Yeah.
have
If
we
I
gotta
were
fix
y'all,
it.
I'd probably go. Let me think. I'd probably get the best defensive middle linebacker. What's his name? Devin Lloyd. I'd get Devin Lloyd, the middle linebacker, and then I'd probably go and get like in the second round. I'd probably get a receiver. But you can get a good receiver for like the first 3-4 rounds, bro. There's that much good receivers this draft.
Yeah. I think who's it? Jameson Williams, right? And Chris Olave and
Yeah, the one from Ohio State. Oh my, bro. And then they have like the little school
Drake
guys.
London. I don't know about Drake London. I think I'd rather the other guys because what I saw from them, like the speedy dudes.
Bro, they're all
Uh,
fast. Like this is the fastest draft, like wide receiver draft, like ever. Like literally, it broke records. So I'm hoping the Steelers. I don't even know. Everyone thinks they're gonna go quarterback, but I don't know, man. I think
they're
it'd be
gonna get
smart if they
Baker
traded
Mayfield.
back and got 2 second-round picks. That's how I believe, and then you can maximize as like your talent. You know what I mean? Like if we can
You
somehow
don't think
land
they're
a,
gonna get Baker?
I don't even think they released him yet, have they?
They didn't, but I mean, they're going to. I'm sure, right? Because
Nah, they're gonna
they
trade him
already
for like
got
a.
Watson.
It'll Watson's gonna probably be is probably gonna be suspended for like 5 games, 4 games at least. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, but Baker's already salty though. He's probably gonna like
Yeah, I don't even know if
not
he can
want to
go.
play.
I think the Falcons might take a shot on him if they can get him for like a 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick. Why not?
He's going somewhere. He's not gonna stay in Cleveland.
Nah.
That's over with.
The Falcons are
That's
slated to
already
start
done.
Marcus Mariota, bro. I'd like to have Baker Mayfield and Marcus Mariota just in case. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying Marcus Mariota's a bum. He's just not the same guy who he was coming out of college. He did go to the Raiders and make some good, as a backup plays when Derek Carr was hurt. Some people thought he could start over Derek Carr. So,
Yeah, he's too much of a roll of the dice.
that's what I'm saying.
Um,
You get Baker, maybe, between the two, you get some decent play. So, I don't know. Do you think Kenny Pickett's? I mean, I know you don't watch college like that, but have you seen Kenny Pickett?
I saw his highlights. Yeah, I'm not. I don't think he's gonna be any good. I mean, that's my opinion. You can never really tell sometimes though.
Yeah. And look
But
at Dak.
based
Look
on
at
what I've
Russ.
seen,
You know what I
right?
mean? Both of them are. Both of them.
I'd rather the dude from North Carolina,
Oh,
the
who? Sam
quarterback, Sam
Howell?
Howell.
Yeah, Sam Howell.
Yeah, I'd rather him honestly than Kenny Pickett.
He's just small, man. He's
But
only like 6 foot. I think one at the. Well, so is Malik. I think him and Malik Willis are like the same height and stature. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's hard to tell really in college. Like NFL competitions, like so much different.
yeah, I don't know. I think that the Steelers need to get a nose tackle and just I don't know though because we need to keep monitoring the safety situation. We don't have Terrell Edmonds signed under contract yet, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Everyone thinks that they're gonna get like, bro. If you see like this, like the Steelers fans on the internet, they're all saying we're gonna get Honey Badger. We're getting Honey Badger. I don't think we can afford Honey Badger, bro. Like I really don't. How are we gonna afford Honey Badger and then re-sign Minka Fitzpatrick to a league breaking right? Like they're saying that he's gonna get paid, like he's gonna be the highest
Hmm.
paid safety in the league. We ain't gonna be able to get Honey Badger too.
No, no, I just focus on that O line, get that straight. Like last year, that was bad, man. That was real bad.
What our
I
offense?
think
Oh
that
my
was
god, bro! There was so much plays where like they'd hike the ball and like one of the offensive linemen would stand up and like block air. Like they were blocking air, and like Ben was just like throwing the ball. He was just like, bro, he became a pro at throwing the ball at like point 0.3, like 2 seconds off the. You know what I'm saying? Hike the ball, look and throw it. I wonder why he only had what like 20 touchdowns, 18 touchdowns. Like it was horrible. I'm just happy he got to retire and walk off the field. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh, he was banged up at the end. Like he's taken so many hits throughout his
He was
career.
on the injury report every week. Every week he was on the injury report. Like,
I remember like early on, like people would be jumping on his back, and like he's taking a lot of hits.
oh
You know,
man,
they add
he
up.
won. Yo, bro, he won 2 Super Bowls in the Brady era, so he deserves his respect. He's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, easily, easily.
You know what I mean,
Yeah, I think Najee Harris will be the key for you
bro?
guys this year.
He has his own. He just came out with like his own hoodies and hats. I'm about to get them, bro. I never would get like an individual player stuff, like besides like just a jersey. But like, I really like Najee. He's such a likable dude, bro. He's so
Oh yeah,
likable, and
he
he
came
runs
from like
like
nothing.
He's like a mixture
I
of
saw his
Le'Veon Bell and
story.
Jerome Bettis, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he's a hardworking guy, man. He's like
Big
a
dog.
humble dude, and he's just like one of those workhorse backs. You don't really see them all that often anymore. You see
Yeah,
him here
nah.
and there.
Nah, it's changed. Now everyone's got like two good running backs and everybody shares the load, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, y'all got a good
Yeah,
running
but
back too though. The Eagles got a good
oh
running
yeah,
back.
Miles Sanders. Yeah, I mean, he's another one. Like, if he stays healthy, he's one of
Why,
the.
he had injuries this year?
Yeah, it's just minor stuff. Like, thankfully, it was no like ACL or anything. It was like
Just
he
something that would
sprained his
affect him long
ankle.
term.
Yeah, like he'll be good. Like, I feel like the ACLs, man, like they're so bad because a lot of times when a player like Barkley, for
Yeah.
example, right? He tore his ACL. I think was it once or it might have just been a once, but like he's never been the same, And
Yeah.
he was the best back like in the league,
I mean, look at Chris
for a couple
Johnson. Didn't he
years.
tear his ACL? The guy who had
Uh,
2,500 yards? The only guy to ever do
I
it?
don't. Yeah, he was a monster, but I don't know if he had
He
the
was a quick
ACL, but
back. He
like
wasn't even a power back.
no.
He was just fast. He ran like a. Whew. There's different levels of speed. Like he was like John Ross fast but strong. Remember, John Ross is? He went to
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, you're in L.A. You should know who John Ross is. He went to LBC. He went to
yeah,
Snoop Dogg's
yeah.
school. He ran a 4.22 coming out of college. I think he's the fastest ever to run it. And he's like in purgatory in the NFL. I think he signed with the Giants though. I think he's a Giant now. I think they put him on their
Yeah,
practice squad.
he's bounced around, and like that's one of the things I'll say is like it should be more like there's so much emphasis on the combine right now and
I
how
know,
fast.
bro.
Uh,
NFL. Think of this. Every sport out there, like they have an off season and people don't really focus on it. The NFL, because it's American football, we like now have 24 coverage, like 24/7 coverage, 365 now. It was never like this when I was a kid. When I was a kid, like once the off season, well, when we were kids, the off season came and like no one really thought about it. Now because of the internet and because of everything, it's changed. Now it's like 24-hour coverage. Actually, one of my friends that I met back in the day at like Valley View School, he wants to do a pre-draft go live with during the draft. You know what I mean? And I was
mm,
like, "You think people watch it?" He's like, "For sure, because people like seeing that type of stuff." What up, Steven?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. When is the draft? End of this month, right?
Oh yeah, it's I think the
Oh,
20. It's either the 20 like 4th or 28th or 21st. It's in that week. It's at the end. It's the last week.
yeah. I have a feeling Howie's gonna mess it up for the Eagles
You really
again,
think
man.
he's? That's probably why he
I
traded out.
just
He's like,
have
I
no
don't know
faith.
what to do.
I have no faith in him. He missed out on Justin Jefferson. He took
Yeah.
Jalen
Oh
Rager over
yeah,
him.
but he did make up with it this year because he picked up the kid from Alabama, Weddle,
Yeah.
right?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
Weddle.
Devontae Smith. Yeah. Yeah. Devontae
Slim
Smith.
Reaper.
Yeah, for sure. For
He was pretty
sure.
good, but
We need a lot of other like we need linebackers though
yeah, it's
too.
defense for
Like
y'all. I think that the Steelers need to
linebackers.
get like a real true defensive tackle, a nose tackle that's gonna be like big in the middle and just mess everything up. You know what I mean? That's what we need to stop the run. And then if I wish we
Draft
can
that
get
O lineman first round. Take the best one.
um
That's
well
number one right there.
there's two, but they're probably gonna both be gone. Both of them from Georgia too. There's what's his name? Something I think Davis. Bro, he's so fast and he's huge. He's like big as
Mm.
hell and he runs like a freaking 4.6 or something. Something crazy for a big guy, you know what I mean? And then they have another one named Wyatt, Wyatt, and he's like 6'4" and just like a freaking meatball in the middle and will just tear everything up and stop the run. And that's exactly what we need. I mean, we don't even know if Stephon Tuitt's coming back yet. Like his brother got killed in a hit and run last year, so he missed the whole year. Not just because of that, because he had like a lingering issue too of an injury because it was probably hard to come back after not playing football the whole offseason. So he missed the whole year, and like we don't even know if he's coming back. Then we got Tyson Alau back. And he just broke his leg or something last year. So now we have like questions on the defensive line. So that's why I think that's where we're gonna go personally. First round. If we don't have a safety by then, we might just franchise tag Terrell Edmonds and say, you know what, we'll figure it out next year. But as of right now, none of that is done. So we'll have to see it up until the draft. I'd like to hope that they get the safety situation figured out then. But bro, if they could somehow land Notre Dame's safety, Kyle Hamilton, I mean, I highly doubt they can because they are not going to be able to get that high. They're going to have to trade way too much capital to get that high, and I don't even think still a team's going to take it unless he falls to like 8, which I don't see because he's like probably the most talented player in the draft. Some might say the defensive ends because there's 3 really good defensive ends, or no, 2. Hutchinson, I don't even know how to say the ones. He's Oregon's defensive end. Theobix? I don't know how to say it. He's a beast though. But then I think there's one more actually. Yeah, there's another one. And then there's Evan Neal and Cross. Those are like the top picks. Those 2 are offensive linemen. Neal and Cross are offensive linemen. And then there's just a bunch of wide receivers who are all good that could go be a first round pick, but they're probably gonna have to slip because teams are gonna go with what they need. There's a lot of good edges. Like they have the Steelers in some drafts taking an offensive like a outside linebacker. Why would we need an outside linebacker? We have T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith.
Well, y'all need depth. Y'all need
yeah, that's
positions.
But we just signed your guy. You said he was pretty good, a good rotational outside linebacker. Avery Williams? No. Jared?
Yeah, he's decent. You know, he's a pretty good tackler. But as far as anything else,
we really need him to play like 15% of the game, 18% of the game, because we got T.J. Watt and Alex Highsmith. Alex Highsmith's gonna have a good year. I promise that. Write that down. He's gonna probably have double digits in sacks. He's like he's further along than Bud Dupree was at this time, and everyone thought Bud Dupree was a bust for like 6 years, bro. He didn't get over like 6.5 sacks. So, and then one year it just clicked, and he just was a beast. He had like 13 sacks and then 12 sacks. You know what I mean? Like him and TJ were probably the best pass rush for 2 seasons in a row. I think. I mean, the statistics said so too.
Yeah, the couple receivers. I think Sky Moore and Traylon Burks.
They're gonna draft him. He comes out of like
those are the really speed guys, and like now in today's NFL, it's all about speed. Like a lot of the young receivers are like really speedy guys, and back in the day, it was more like Plaxico Burress type guys, possession receivers. They don't really have that. Too much anymore. It's mostly they use, I guess, the tight ends for that. So
I think we're still live. I don't know why it kicked me out for a second. I don't know. I think we might have ended. What the hell? I think we're still live. It says we're still live. I don't know. Maybe it's my phone. Are we still live, y'all? Yeah, I think we're still live. Oh, yeah, we're still live. I don't know what the hell happened, but it kicked me out on my phone. There we go. We're good. But, yeah, Sky Moore, he's, like, out of Eastern Michigan. My bad. I feel like I'm all tiredy. Let me get a little energy. But, yeah, I feel like Sky Moore, he's one of them guys that fits, like, the Antonio Brown mold. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you can still see me. Hold up. Let me put it back up. He fits the Antonio Brown mold where he like comes from a small school. Deontay Johnson, another one. He came from Toledo. We just like them small school guys, especially from the MAC. I think he's in the MAC. Eastern Michigan's in the MAC, I think. And we turn them guys to stars. You know what I mean? I don't know how, but it's a quality that for some reason the Steelers could always pull out of these guys, these smaller school guys, and they become. Look at Antonio Brown, bro. He's arguably the best receiver of our generation. Like, if the dude could just keep the off the field issues right now, he'd probably still be putting up 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns a season. But
Easily.
Off,
He was
off
already
field
doing that.
issues,
He was already
and
doing that.
people are trying to say he's crazy. I don't think he's crazy. I think he's an egomaniac. But I mean, aren't all wide receivers, in order to like be a wide receiver, you kind of have to be full of yourself because you're lining up there to get hit every play almost. You know what I mean? That's just how it works.
I could be CTE. You know that one hit.
Oh yeah, you were telling me from
On
by Burfict from the Bengals when he was in that playoff game. He said he sold it some though. He said like he made it seem like it was way worse, but he had a concussion. So how do you sell it?
he was out. He was
Yeah.
out. He was out. 100%.
Now he's walking around with a
100%.
mask on, hanging out with Kanye West and stuff.
I think he's gonna get another shot somewhere. I don't know where he's gonna. I don't know where he's
I
gonna
think
play.
Tom Brady
I
might
don't
get him
think-
back in Tampa.
I don't think
Bruce Arians isn't the head coach anymore. You know that, right?
could be. Yeah, he could. I don't know though. I don't know though. I think he said he wanted to play with Lamar.
He said 5 different things. He said, I want to play for the Cowboys. I want to play for the Ravens. I want to play for any team that'll pay me. Bro, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if he came back to the Steelers.
I
but
went to the Ravens. And you guys play him twice a week. That would be pretty crazy.
I know, well, his cousin's on the his cousin's on the Ravens. Hollywood Brown, that's his cousin, I believe.
Okay.
Either it's Hollywood Brown. They might both be his cousin. The one for the Ravens, I believe, is his cousin, but the one for the Titans could be his cousin too. I forget. Maybe they both are, bro. They're both brown. You could have him. But yeah, I mean, I'm just building this up, man. I hope people don't get too like bored with sports. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sports. I love talking sports, but sometimes not like the people might not want to hear sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta find your audience. You know, whatever you wanna, however you wanna market to whoever
I want
your
to be like a
your
little
sport.
bit of everything. I also want to like. I'm trying to get like this tattoo artist on here. That I did my neck tattoo and stuff. I want to get like local businesses and people that are like trying to do something different or like make their lives better by succeeding at something. Make that like a strong point too. I'm just trying to help people out, but like bring awareness to the area too, because like Scranton's still dying. I think it's dying even more than probably when you left. It's like horrible now. Like there ain't nothing here anymore. They're knocking everything down. The only stuff that they're building, bro, rent. You can't even find a 3-bedroom house for rent, like for under $1,200. It's crazy.
Yeah, everything's going up, bro. But here they only raise the rent by 10% or something like if there's a rent increase. Because if you're in a lease or whatever, they can only bump it up like 10%. So if you got something like that, you've been here a minute, a decent price, like out here, I don't know how it is in Pennsylvania, they can't really spike it up too much, which is good.
Scranton, they're like, this is like landlord hell for real. Like the landlords could do whatever they want. They can be slumlords and not take care of their property, and nothing's gonna really happen to them. Like the courts don't really care. Like the magistrates, like they let them do whatever pretty much half the time. So it's just like my landlord now, he just like sold the house, like, and it's the end of my lease, and he just like sold the house because he doesn't want to fix the roof. That's exactly why. He bought the house with knowing the roof was broken. They gave him a deal on it because of that, and he said, "Oh, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it." And he never fixed it. And the whole time I lived here, since like the second month I moved in, the ceiling was leaking. So he tried to fix it like, I'm saying like 30 times, and finally it's fixed now, but I'm about to move out now. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's man. To be honest, like
it's difficult.
I don't know.
But
I don't know.
Hey,
especially like 1,200 or whatever. You know, to live in Scranton, like come on, like you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean,
bro?
Yeah.
Like it makes me just be like, bro, I'm done. I want to move out of here, but It ain't easy. I
Like
have to deal with her.
like
Like she has a family that I have to, she wants to be around. My family's here, so it's a hard decision to make. But if it was up to me, I'd probably move to Texas and just become like a Texan or something. Because they're all cool. They're all cool with each other down there.
yeah, it's whole different. Yeah, it's whole different vibe everywhere. Is different. Last year I went to Arizona, and I went to Texas after that.
How was Texas?
I went to Houston,
H-Town?
yeah, it was good, man. It was good, man. Obviously, there's no wearing masks there. You go to a restaurant,
Oh yeah,
nobody.
they don't follow the rules.
No, and this was back.
Oh, it was back way back. All right, before pre-COVID.
This was back. Everyone else still had the mask mandates and all that. But in Texas, they don't even have a mask mandate, so nobody was wearing them. And so they were just kind of like chilling and like it's more like homey there,
Yeah,
It's more people
Southern hospitality, bro.
friendly.
Down south,
Yeah,
it's got like this whole
yeah,
different vibe to it, where it's like everyone makes you feel like you're a part of it. You know what I mean? And it's like you're all in it together.
Yeah,
So that you don't get that
Yeah.
out here.
yeah.
I'm not saying
No.
there's not some people
No.
that are like that, but you just don't really get it like that here, man. It's not the same energy. So
Yeah.
someday,
I-
hopefully, Texas. But yeah, bro, I'm surprised your phone didn't die. We made it through a whole episode without it. So,
Yeah, I ran up to plug it back in, make sure because it was getting low, but
Oh, word. And your connection is still pretty good. Next time I'll have you and somebody else on, so we can have like 3 people talking at once, talking about sports. Maybe that'll make it like we'll make like a what was the name of those shows back in the day that we like? Pardon the interruption. Nah, not that one. The one where they like beeped people on ESPN. Remember that one? He like buzzed you
around the horn, right?
around the horn.
right?
Yeah,
That was,
right around the horn. That
Yeah.
was it.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show, man. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to just talk and catch up because me and you haven't talked in like
A long time.
yeah,
A long
at
time.
least I mean we talk every day on Facebook, but we haven't seen each other even though it's not face to face. I haven't seen you in a minute, so it's nice to see you and catch up with you, man. Life's too
For sure,
damn
man.
short.
For sure, man. Yeah, you could say that again. You could say that
I
again.
feel like we just
you know?
turned like we were like 18 and now we're like about to be 30. For real.
Yeah, 10 Memorials would be 40, like. But hey, man, we had our time when we were young. We did the best we
still
could.
young.
We did the best we
We're
could.
still there. We're not it's like older
Yeah,
like
yeah.
adult
Yeah,
like
yeah.
older adults are still like look at us like, oh, you're still a baby. Like, bro, I'm
Yeah.
I'm an adult. I pay bills. I live a life. You know what I'm saying? I have kids now. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's different now. It's different, but it's good. I just look at it as you got to adapt.
yeah, that's what
you
it's
know?
all about, adjusting and like
Yeah.
slowly building up
Yeah.
and getting better each year. Every single year, try to set your goals a little higher and try to like move it. Like every house I moved into was better than the last, so I'm hoping to continue the trend. So I know I can do it. It's just keeping my mind and like I just got to build this up. We got a decent amount of people that watch, but it's like it's just gonna get better. I got to get my camera skills better. You know what I mean? I feel like I talk to people and I'm like such a good people person that I'll be so good at it by the time I get there. But I still got to get there. You know what I mean?
It takes time. It's honestly like you're not gonna. It's not gonna go perfect your first couple times. It takes time. It takes
Technical
time
difficulties, all that. But now I just have it set. Now we're running real smooth, and like I'm happy that it's running smooth. I'm just gonna keep it at this right here, and I know that my computer's not even making a loud noise like it normally does. But yeah, it takes a lot for like a computer to stream like how I'm doing it. This ain't easy and it's expensive, bro. People don't really get it. Like everyone's like, oh, like you could start you could start something from your phone and do videos on your phone, like pre-made videos. But like I wanted to go live because I feel like there's something with going live, bro, that I like. It's like you're directly talking to people, you're directly connecting with them, and it's like it makes it a whole different experience rather than like a video that you already seen that like was pre-recorded, like half the podcast nowadays. you know. And at least I'm still in Scranton for now. I don't know how much longer I'll be here, you know. If I have a choice, I'll probably move somewhere a little bit better for the education so my kids have a better education, because I feel like the education system here is super failing. Like, it's been failing since we were kids. But actually, when we were in high school, we had like one of the top SAT scores in the United States.
Right? I felt like Scranton High. I felt like it was okay. It was like it wasn't the best, wasn't the worst. You know,
yeah, I think that actually we yeah, I'm pretty sure that we were top in SATs. I don't know if they are still. I don't know like what's going on now. I'm pretty sure everything set a lot of these kids back. Imagine missing like half a school year and then them picking back up. Like, okay, now you got to learn this and you got to be here, and it's like, how? It got to be hard.
Yeah.
It got to be.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They lost a lot of learning over
vaccines. I don't know. Do they have to have the vaccine to go to school?
Well, here if you're in the LAUSD public school, yeah. But if you're like, there's other options. Like, there's other charter schools that have private schools. Like different
children.
Yeah, it's I don't agree with it. No.
Yeah, we have to be careful about talking about it, right? But I feel like, I mean, I don't know how you could force anything on anyone. Like, how could you? That's like forcing me to get the flu shot every year. Like, I haven't got the flu shot like since I was 18.
Yeah, I got the flu shot before. To me, like, that wasn't even that big of a deal. But there's this mRNA vaccine is like way different than anything else. Like that we took
alters your gene. But I don't know about that. But I'm just saying that I know a lot of people that got it that it didn't do anything for it. They got COVID right after. So what's the point? You know what I mean?
There's no point. I never got it. I never got COVID, and I've been traveling. And I traveled the last 2 years. I traveled Scranton twice. I was in Vegas like 3 or 4 times.
I got a lot of people. From work, though. I didn't get it from like traveling or anything. I got it because I was at work in an enclosed area where people were sick, coming to work with COVID, and just were like passing it on, and not like, bro. It was horrible. I gave it to my kid. I gave it to my pregnant girlfriend. So, like, I felt, like, horrible. Like, I felt so bad. I felt like I, like, failed my family because I got COVID and brought it home to my child and my pregnant girlfriend. You know what I mean? It was a horrible feeling. Just because the workspace couldn't do their job. Or at least be like, listen, like, there was a rule. You can't be next to people a certain amount. No one was listening. Everyone was like, it's just crazy. It was difficult.
They didn't give a shit about their employees.
Yeah, no, and like if you left, it was Chewy's, but they just they recycle their workers so fast anyway. Like there's so much people in and out of that place, back to back, so they don't really care. They don't really lose money from it.
No. Everyone in their eyes, just a number. Exactly. Everyone's replicable to them. So
why do they go work for them soon though? So. Which sucks, but they pay decent, so I don't know. Hopefully, we'll figure it out. But yeah, bro, it was a decent little podcast, you know. I think we actually went longer than I expected to. 48 minutes. Yeah. But yeah, bro, it was nice talking to you. Hopefully
nice talking to you too.
Nice talking to you too. Be a little bit earlier and not run this late. You know, I try to run to like 7, but well, not 7, like 7:40 was what I was aiming for, but we had a technical difficulty, so we had to redo it. But yeah, bro, you know, I'm trying. That's all I know.
I think it went pretty well, man. You know, it was just be yourself. You know, talk about what you want to talk about. And I would really find the audience that you want to speak to in terms of like, you want to talk about sports, you want to talk about politics
or politics, but I know you're supposed to find like one specific thing that people are gonna watch you for.
I mean, I guess you don't have to have an agenda really, but like maybe it would help. You know, I don't know. With just views or whatever.
Yeah.
So people don't really know. What, you know, what it's about. Then they might not watch. I don't know. But
yeah. Oh yeah, he said just got the echo. Yeah, it's my fault because I have the speakers up because I'm not trying to plug my headphones over there. It'd have been too much. But yeah, bro. I think we'll get better with it, especially with the sports. Hopefully we can have something for the draft day. If you're interested, maybe you can come on too. I have someone already lined up. Maybe I could do like a couple people, and we could just like talk about the draft and what we know about certain players and whatnot. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm always down to talk
I'm always down
sports,
to talk
and
sports, and
I'm an Eagles fan, you're
I'm an Eagles
Steelers,
fan,
so
you're
we could
Steelers,
Yeah,
so
we
he's a
we
could
could
Giants fan, so
yeah. So there you go.
yeah.
So
So there
like
you go. So like
we could cover all those
we could cover
teams
all
and
those
just
teams and just
chop it up about that.
chop it up about
yeah,
that.
for
I'll be
sure.
down for that.
I'll be down for that.
Yeah, hopefully the Lakers or something next year, bro. We'll talk. We'll talk another time. We'll have another one. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. We went a little later than I think last time, but it's okay. I figured it out. So again, by next time, that time it'll be better. Next time I'm gonna get a rapper on next show. Someone bring it a little different way. Talk about music and stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, sounds good, bro.
Yeah, sounds good, bro.
It's nice talking, man.
yeah,
Nice
bro. I'll
talking,
text you when I get off. I'll talk to you. All right. All right,
All right,
everyone.
bro. So,
Thanks
bro.
again, Joe.
So-
Thanks everyone for tuning in to 570 Live. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna get this. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna get better. It's only gonna keep growing and keep growing. I appreciate y'all. All right, peace.